have always struggled with understanding the Bible. It is a lot. It's confusing, overwhelming, honestly pretty intimidating. And I'd read a page and be so lost, so confused. Not only did I not understand it, but I'm like, what does this mean for us today? Like, what's the point? So I'm gonna explain to you guys how I wish it was explained to me, just so simplified, dumbed down, and how it relates to us now. Like, what does this mean for us now? So if that sounds like something you're interested in, be sure to subscribe, and it'd mean a lot if you could like this video, but let's get right into it. After the flood, humanity gets a fresh start, but almost immediately the same problem shows up. Last time we talked about Genesis 4 through 9, Cain and Abel, how sin spread, the flood in Noah. So today we're gonna pick off right from there. And if you didn't see that one, be sure to go to the description box and you can go watch that video first. Let's talk Genesis 10. It is boring. It's mostly names, like who cares? People skip over it, I get that. But what it's really showing us is how after the flood, Noah's family spreads. They have different nations, tribes, languages. Life is starting over, people are multiplying, building families, starting communities, and things seem to be moving forward. And then we have Genesis 11, which is all about the Tower of Babel. So there's all these people and they speak the same language. God had told them spread out, get all around the earth, right? And they refuse. They're staying here. They're like, let's build this one city. Let's build a tower in this city, the Tower of Babel. Genesis 11:4 says, let us make a name for ourselves. Otherwise, we will be scattered. This shows that it wasn't about building something tall. It was more about fear, control, pride. They didn't want to depend on God. They wanted to create their own security. This kind of feels like how we are today with planning, saving, having routines. Not bad things, but sometimes we do these things so we don't have to trust God. It's like, if I do enough things, I have enough control, I'll feel secure, I won't need to trust God, I got it. Back to the story, God steps in. Genesis 11:7 says that God intervened. He was like, nope. He changes their languages so they can no longer understand each other. So obviously they stop building this tower. They can't communicate anymore. They finally scatter around earth like they were supposed to. And as someone reading this, you might think, oh, so they were punished by God, but not necessarily, not really. It's more like mercy. God knows that unity without humility can lead to destruction. God does this not to hurt them, but to redirect them. And this story is showing a pattern that we still see with us today. If we feel afraid, we try to gain control. If we don't feel seen, we try to make a name for ourselves. And God isn't against success, but what he is against is anything that replaces your trust in him. Let's talk Genesis 12. So a little shift happens, and instead of God dealing with humanity as a whole, he calls out one person, Abram. In 12:1, God tells Abram to leave your home, family, everything you know, come trust me. And then in 12:2, God says, I will make your name great. So in Genesis 11, when people are saying, we need to make a name for ourselves, that's basically being built off of fear and control. But now when God is saying, I will make your name great, that's built off of trust and obedience. That's the difference. This relates to us now because God has a relationship with every single one of us, and he asks us to trust him even when it's uncomfortable. This story makes us ask a very important question to ourselves. Am I building security instead of trusting the Lord? Am I building a tower? Or am I willing to walk away when God says to? If the Bible has ever felt confusing, hard to understand, that's what I'm here for. That's why I'm making this series. Like I said, I wish I had this when I was trying to understand the Bible. And if you don't understand the Bible, you're not doing anything wrong. You're not behind. So many people don't feel bad about it. And I'm just so glad you're here. In the next video, we'll talk more about Abram, which his name is changed to Abraham later in the Bible. So I'm sure you're more familiar with the name Abraham. So we'll dive more into him in the next video. So be sure to subscribe so you don't miss that. I love you, God loves you, and I hope you all have a great week.